Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest technical analysis, as well as Adam Backslam's EVN misdesign as the root cause of the Bybit hack. Also, breaking news, $65 billion Citadel Securities is looking to become a liquidity provider for Bitcoin, betting on President Trump's embrace of the industry. And this is a big deal because they're responsible for 35% of the hedge fund stock trading. So buckle up. We're heading to the moon. We'll also be discussing SEC Enforcement Division closes investigation into Robinhood, as well as Hong Kong investment firms board gives the nod to more Bitcoin buying. Load up the truck. We'll also be discussing crypto ETPs, see 508 million of outflows as the Bitcoin sell-off continues and we continue to correct. Also, breaking news, Strategy scoops up 20,356 Bitcoin for almost $2 billion as I projected in yesterday's stream. They're fast approaching 500,000 BTC, like 499,000 and some change. And speaking of the Giga Chat, Michael Saylor also proposes Donald Trump buy 4.2 million Bitcoin for the U.S. Strategic Reserve. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Exciting times. Bitcoin's correcting, another BTFD opportunity. So seize the moment, take advantage of it. Welcome everyone in the live chat. What up, Chris? What up, Laserface? Bitty Sharks to the moon. That's right. Chandy created a brand new video version of the brand new song we premiered on yesterday's pod, which will be premiering the brand new video later in the stream, and it's fire. Spoiler alert. It's so good. Total next level. Why does this drunken sailor not buy today? Well, he announced the $2 billion buy, which probably occurred over the weekend or over the course of the past week. As per the Saylor tracker, like clockwork, for the past 12 weeks, every time he posted the following day, which he typically posted on like a Sunday, and the following day they make the announcement. And now they hold roughly 500,000 Bitcoin. And they're just getting started. Welcome everyone joining us. We're live and in the flesh, live on X, live on Rumble, and live on YouTube. This is a try stream, and I'm going to be live for the next couple of hours. So hide your kids, hide your wives, and repost the stream, comment the stream, quote the stream, as all comments and quotes will get reposted in real time. You'll notice the feed already pinned at the top of the profile, rocking the camo Bukele cap with the gray shirt. So thank you guys in advance. Yeah, lots in the news. Great opportunity to stack more biddies on the low, so you already know. Shout out Trevor Fay. Join us live. Best channel out there. Much appreciated. Just reposted you. Shout out Chelsea Vera. Shout out Nos. Let's go. Shout out Matt Matic. And of course, Chandy just dropped the new video on her X account. So make sure you guys are following Chandy10 Music on X and Rumble and repost it. It's pretty fire. We're going to be premiering it here in a little bit on the stream. And yeah, welcome everyone joining the stream. Bitcoin says we're already holding 94 Gs. We are. So 94 is the current support. Will we hold it? Who knows? Let's see how low we go. Most likely there's some manipulation in the market. Things just don't add up. When Michael Saylor's making $2 billion purchases and we're dropping, I'm trying to make sense of it. Somebody help me. But we'll get to the bottom of it. We got a lot to share here today. Shout out Viv Ray. Hello, baby. Now, I always get confused, and it's ironic because I am Italian, but those three colors, it's either Mexico or Italy. I always confuse the combination. But shout out Mexico and Italy, all my Italian brethren out there. Smart Ecuador, now is the time to buy. 4,000 a biddy, bought today. Oh, congratulations, Chris. I'll hit the gong for that. Anytime you guys stack sats, especially sub 100,000, we celebrate round yonder. Congrats, brother. Keep stacking the sats. That's what's up. My Italian fam, let's go. BlackRock said they were going to tank the markets, and BlackRock clearly controls the world. Girl, I'm a girl. Well, shout out my paisana. Good to have you here with us on the stream. Love the camo Bukele lid. Glad you dig it. This is an exclusive over at BitcoinCaps.net. Let Sergio know I sent you. Shout out Bitalica. BTFD, man, it will not be here for long. Exactly. Before you know it, we'll be skirting above 200 Gs. And you'll be like, remember that time when we were like stuck at 95 and we had all this opportunity and we did nothing? Yeah, I mean, so seize the moment.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating it. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome everyone to the live stream. Give it up for the new chairman of the SEC, Nippinator, chillaxing on the tile. We just went for a long walk. It's very hot here in Puerto Rico. I know it's cold in the rest of the world, but Nippinator's still doing his thing. Shout out KZY Crypto, just hit you with repost. Chandy, of course, just reposted both your posts from both my accounts. Trevor Fay just reposted you as well. And just a reminder, about a month ago, I created a brand new X account. It's my secondary account. It's BTC News Alerts. My primary account, which I'm streaming from right now, is Crypto News Yes. So if you guys aren't following the new account, BTC News Alerts, make sure to do so. You'll notice it. This is what it looks like. There's currently just 171 followers. Again, just created it more recently. As you know, the one I'm streaming from has a lot more followers. As I've had this account since 2019. We're approaching 40,000, the big 4-0. Let's go. But appreciate all the love, all the support. Again, all comments and quotes will get reposted in real time, and I'll do so from both my accounts. This is how we hack the algorithm and get more eyeballs on the stream so we could ultimately orange pill more of the masses. And it smells as sweet as blackberry molasses. Just saying. But yeah, now is the time. Let's go. Wop, wop, wop. Nip, hopefully a signal. I know. Maybe we'll get the next Nippinator indicator. The first Mayan Bitcoin conference in December in Mérida, Yucatan, Mexico. The website is going to launch soon. It's going to be awesome. Appreciate the heads up and good to have you here. Coinfather. I know Isabella is also having a Mexico conference later on in the year, I think in October. So seems a lot of adoption in Mexico. Let's go. JV, you're looking good from the BTFD. That's right. We buy the dip and we look fantastical. Of course. But yeah, I'm going to open up this ginger drink. We're going to play a little more Chandy music, give everyone a chance to come on board. Close to 400 people already on the stream, so happy 420 in advance. Exciting time for the market, big news. And it's a Monday, so we're just getting this show started for the week. Everyone needs to chill. The universe will bring us Valhalla. Just believe. Send the Valhalla candle. We need to jump $1 million on the daily chart. I am so ready. Is Johnny Cash in the chat? Where you at, Johnny? Yeah, that's a good question. And shout out to the Oracle, of course, the rest of the fam. We appreciate you. Shout out all the moderators. They're the greatest of the great. I'm sure she may be a part of that as well. Right on. Good stuff. Let's go, Mexico.
They flew through the FUD. They knew they were lunar bound. They played in and slung a little mud. What they did was have each other six and spit out the Bitcoin sound.
Thank you, Chelsea, for the comment on the feed. And thank you for asking. What's the new X account? I'm going to respond with it. It's BTC News Alerts. And I'm going to go ahead and follow you back and repost. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
They spread hope with their dragon fam, singing ditty jammy jams, working with their fifth Lev G, Dragon family, JVC and Nate family, Hodl gang dragon, so legendary. They flew through wars and political storms, Satoshi armed, fire-breathing champions of the Bitcoin, sharing the message, lighting Bitcoin flames, fire-breathing truth, preaching, fighting for financial hope and currency change. Music lit, words so hot only a dragon could spit. Lit, lit, rip, rip, lit, lit, rip, rip. Fiat was burning and Bitcoin was on fire. The tide was turning, they had spent some time learning. They had a yearning for victory through the earning. They had tickets for an outer space flight, launching from a VIP dragon-only rocket station. Prep for feeling a Milky Way high kind of delight. Doing the young moon, just a pit stop, but they had to be patient. The Bitcoin Dragon team isn't weak. They're not greedy, they are unique. They're not sheep.
Dragons aren't sheep. Let's go.
Dragons aren't sheep.
Da-da diddy doing doing, so they knew they weren't done with their work. No time to take a vacay.
Coinfather says, loving the price action, just more time to stack sats. That's how you know you're a true Bitcoiner. You're not depressed or worried about when we're dipping, but you're like, thank the Lord, just a great more opportunity to buy more sats. Exactly, my sentiment. Good to have you here, Robbie Kaiser, the Giga Chat. Howdy. And of course, shout out the Oracle Nipinator Indicator incoming in real time. Give it up for the nip. And welcome, everyone. We got 500 people on the stream. It's safe to say. Let's start the show, shall we? Let's kick it off. If you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Then go ahead and subscribe to Know One Day of the Bitcoin Pod. Then hit the bell icon. Turn on notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, 7 days a week, just like this. Today is Pod episode 1915. I'm your host, JV. It's Monday, February 24th, 2025. Market is correcting. We're just in the 94,000 level at the time of this live stream. And let's pull up some Coin 360 so you can get a gist of the overall market. And as you can see on your screen, Bitcoin just above 94.4, Ether down 5% after recapturing 28 yesterday. XRP is down 5% and the bulk of the market correcting and in the red. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap stands just above $3 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap on the decline, currently $1.87 trillion. We have roughly 102 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. And Bitcoin dominance back on the climb at 61.1%, with the Ether dominance at 10.5%. Even. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got Story up 20%, Say up 4%, and Barachain up just shy of 3% as the majority of the alts are correcting and in the red. Are you bullish on any of these alts for this bull run? Do let me know. And checking out the crypto bubbles. We get a visual perspective on the daily. Safe to say 95% of the market wrecked and in the red. Zooming out on the monthly, similar as far as 95% of the market wrecked and in the red, but pretty substantial losses overall. Some of these top coins, 30, 40, 50% down, so be careful with the shitcoinery. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. We're rated a 49 neutral. Yesterday, 50. Last week, a 51. And last month, a 75. And checking out the time chain calendar. We have 164,870 blocks until the next halving of 2028. And we're currently on block number 885,130, hence we're going up forever, Laura. And you currently exchange one fiat monopoly tulip bulb dollar for 1,056 sats. So pick up the sats, put down the gats, pick up some Bitcoin caps from my man Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net and cop yourself one of these exclusive camouflage Bukele 2029 masterpieces. And if you don't know, now you know. Elastos is booming up 104, says DNA Noonan. Good to have you on the stream, broski. It don't matter as long as we get some, says Chris. Hey there. Another hot day here. I know cold day up there. North Dakota, Pennsylvania, Wyoming, Cynthia Lummis State failed. Oh no. Mississippi, Montana all rejected the Bitcoin laws and policies for the past week. Bitcoin will only not pass. Bitcoin will hit 189 this year. Easy peasy. Why so bearish? Where is Melda? We'll shout out Melda. We'll summon her during the live stream. Maybe we got to strike the gong for Melda, whatever it takes. This one's for you, Melda. Just zoom out. September 6, 2024, Bitcoin was 53,000. We're up 59% in the past 6 months. No worries. Well said there, Florida boy. Thank you. Amen. And make sure you guys are following Chandy again, #1 Bitcoin music channel. Hands down. Follow her on X, YouTube, another exclusive video we just created today. We're going to be sharing later in the stream, which I'm excited to share with the family. Keep the comments flowing. Now 600 people on the stream. We're about to dive into today's astrology for the broskies. Gong, 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 gong. Meldo was here earlier. Montana rejected. What in the frick? All the way up. Exactly. We're all the way up. Everybody wants a clearance sale until it's about Bitcoin. They all claim they want the clearance sale. Then the clearance sale comes and like, oh no. Nipinator Indicator, live and in the flesh. Bitcoin to 200,000 by this time tomorrow. I'm looking at my invisible watch. How do you like those apples? Sorry, I am late. Traffic was terrible. Harry Balls, no need to ever apologize. You're Harry Balls. You're a fucking legend. As far as I'm concerned, legends show up late, and that's to be expected. Appreciate you, Harry. But anyways, oh my God. Yeah, no time to take a vacay.
But soon they did pause to applaud the 100K. Puerto Rico bound, the dragon wings rested, and they were taking it easy on a private jet. Whoa, undergunning in Puerto Rico. Then they got back to work. You can't stall or tame a Bitcoin dragon. A number 10 mountain berg dragon. Whenever back down to CNA dragon will always stand its ground, breathing fire to protect the house, the hodl house. These dragons.
Happy 420. It is 420 now here in Puerto Rico. The stream is blowing up. We do got 500 people here. The bulk of you are on X, so if you guys can very easily just hit that repost button or comment and quote, and I can repost your comment or quote, and then I can do the same for my secondary account. Then other CNA fan members can do the same. We can blow up the stream, get several thousand people on here. Maybe we'll flip the market back green single-handedly. Nice Oracle. I stack weekly, and if it hits below 93, I have an auto buy set. That's what's up. Yeah, so let's continue. Shout out Bring Facts, the OG legend himself, and keep the comments a-flowing. But let's dive into today's TA, a.k.a. Astrology for the Broskies. And for today, we'll just actually, let me think about it. We'll just pull up some of the live charts and see how we're doing, how the market's reacting currently. Just give me a second to pull her up. You should be able to see here shortly, right here on your screen. Let's start with the 1 minute and work our way backwards. So this is the 1 minute chart via Coinbase, via Trading View. And you can see we do have a bull target all the way in the red, sitting at 96.7. We're currently trading at 94.3 in real time at the time of this live stream. And zooming out from the 1 minute chart, let's take a look at the 1 hour. And the 1 hour chart shows us we do have also a bull target and a bearish pennant, so a little bearish right now today. We do have a bull target of 104.5, which is approximately a God candle away, $10,000. And we do have a bear target, which is on the radar for the bearish pennant, sitting just north of $90,300. Let me know which way do you think the price action will likely climb towards the bull target or the bear target? Holla. And in between this, I will read your comments out loud as soon as we're done with the TA here. And again, welcome everyone joining us. So this is the 4 hour chart. We still have the mega bull target of 130, which in my humble opinion, I feel this will be the next leg up once we can conquer the current all-time high, which is 109.3, which we achieved January 20th, inauguration day, the morning the president got sworn in. That's current price discovery. So once we break that, I personally think we'll hit the new all-time high somewhere between 120 and 130. So I like this 4 hour target. We also have a red target on the 4 hour, sitting just above 104.5, and then a couple of bear targets, one all the way down at roughly 82,000, and then a super bear all the way down to $68,000, which is below the previous all-time high of the previous cycle. So I think that is very unlikely, but still you should always be prepared for anything, especially with these crazy ass markets. But zooming out on the daily, we are forming another red candle, unfortunately. We did get a bearish weekly close as well for the week, which we'll pull up here shortly. But we do overall still have the rising wedge formation, but we have been trading sideways, not really much happening since January 20th. We're looking to recapture all-time highs. And zooming out from the daily, take a quick look at the weekly. And the weekly chart says we're going up forever, Laura. We do have a bull target sitting at 124,000, and this particular target has been present on the weekly chart for several months as I share it with you virtually every day. And as you can see, we did get a red candle close for the month, or it's so minuscule it's hard to tell. So we've virtually been trading sideways for several weeks. And zooming out from the weekly, take a quick look at the monthly. We do get a monthly close in roughly 4 more days. So things are looking bearish, unfortunately, for the month of February. Typically, it's bullish, especially the year preceding the halving, but unprecedented times. So history doesn't always repeat. Oftentimes it rhymes, but there's no guarantee there. But considering February has been bearish, maybe we'll continue with the bullish momentum in March as we're still in the thick of the first quarter of 2025. First quarter would officially be over at the end of March. So we're just past halfway mark, maybe 60% in. Still got a long ways to go. So you let me know where you feel the pretty little bitty will likely take us next. And again, welcome everybody joining the live stream. Let's go. You asked me, I don't mind. 80 bull market is not over. It is funny that people are complaining about 94. I know, considering a few months ago, we were like in the 50,000 range and we've doubled, especially this time last year. We crossed 50,000. I think it was February 12th. Today's Feb 24th. So a year later, we're up over 100%. Yet people just love to complain. I mean, so be it. Let them complain. One step every 5 to 8 months, pretty much. We take one step forward and 10 steps back. It feels that way, but that's not the reality. We've actually been on a 16-year bull run. If you really want to zoom out, when in doubt, just zoom out. Look at those charts. We're going up forever. And all that ultimately means as your Bitcoin purchasing power is mathematically guaranteed to go up in value over time in fiat, because fiat is mathematically guaranteed to decrease your purchasing power. For example, I shared a post earlier regarding eggs in El Salvador, and paraphrasing the post, shout out Salvadoran pride. For $3.50, you can buy 30 eggs in El Salvador. 30 eggs for $3.50, which is virtually 11 cents per egg. Here in Puerto Rico, it's almost $1 an egg. It's like depending upon what brand and how organic you get, but I pay roughly $7 or $8 per dozen. So it's closer to $1 per egg. I'd much rather be paying 11 cents per egg, but that's inflation for you. You know what I mean? Just an example of how little purchasing power $1 can get you if you're living in the States. Looking at the bullish pennant on the weekly chart, it can potentially stay in here until April, and then a move has to be made. Well, let's make some big moves. JV, how you doing on this Stack and Monday? Doing fantastical. Sandman, bring me a dream. Appreciate you tuned in here. It's going up forever and then ever and ever. The doing. That's what I'm saying. El Salvador's laughing at us now. Like $1 an egg, suckers. And get 3 pupusas for $1 in Bitcoin country, and you can pay using sats. Do they ship the eggs, right? Bitcoin secures your ability to buy the eggs all too soon, and eggs are my favorite food. That's where I get the majority of my protein. I've been a vegetarian since age 16, more than double my adult life. So dinosaur eggs, yeah, of course, pterodactyl, my favorite. Thank you for hitting the gong. Gong, gong, gong. You're always welcome. We love hitting the gong. You never even have to special request it. We'll just hit the gong to hit the gong. And we may even hit the bong from time to time. Hey, Chandy, how you doing? Listen to all your tracks today on the tube. Fire. Yeah, she has #1 Bitcoin music, hands down. And we will be premiering a brand new music video never shared ever before here shortly. Shout out Diana Jones. Just reposted your comment or repost there. Join JV and the fam for the best crypto news. Much appreciated. Shout out Chandy 10 music. Shouting out Melda. Always appreciate ya. Thank you for reposting KZY Crypto. And Chandy, thank you for reposting our Oracle JC Ice. And speaking of the Oracle, just a reminder to answer your phone, JC.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
And shout out Kimberly Brown. I appreciate the support. Just reposted you. And shout out Darth Melda, the one and only legendary going up forever Melda. Much appreciated. Keep the comments a-flowing, fam. I'm going to repost you guys really quick from my new account, and then we'll continue with the news. We do got a lot to share here today.
We're given the gift of a flame meant to light the world orange, painting a brighter picture with the Bitcoin vision. Oh, dragon, never underestimate a Bitcoin dragon's God-guided passion or its loyalty to humanity and Satoshi. Dragons, our flame is your light burning bright on fire, guiding you to the Bitcoin truth, the Satoshi light. Oh, yeah! 2024 year of the dragon, hear it roar. Bitcoin, hear it roar. Dragons, hear them roar. Auto gang, hear them roar. Peanut Fred, hear them roar. Candy 10, hear a roar. Paper, hear a roar. JV, hear them roar. Nipsey, hear them roar. CNA family, hear them roar. Satoshi, hear them roar.
Ross, Hear him roar. My favorite part of the track right there. All the roars. But welcome, everyone. Keep the comments flowing. We did our TA. Let's continue with some of the headlines of what's crack-a-lacking in the market right now. As the headline here reads, Atom slams EVM misdesign as the root cause of the Bybit hack. And also some breaking news. This is actually the big news of the day. $65 billion Citadel Securities is looking to become a liquidity provider for Bitcoin and crypto, betting on President Trump's embrace of the industry here in the United States. They are responsible for 35% of the hedge fund stock trading. Buckle up. We're going where no man has gone before. The moon, broskies. The crypto community is divided over the root cause of the Bybit hack, with Bitcoin advocates attributing it to the misdesign of the Ethereum virtual machine, while others argue operational security failures were to blame. That's right. Blockstream co-founder Adam Back, the OG himself, criticized EVM tech in his post following Bybit falling victim to one of the biggest crypto hacks in history, losing $1.4 billion worth of Ethereum-related tokens. People are misunderstanding critique of repeated EVM hacks. The latest and the biggest or largest Bybit, 1.4 billion, missing the point. EVM can go to zero. No one cares. The problem is the EVM dumpster fire hurts the ecosystem credibility, which unfairly bleeds over to Bitcoin. Many in the community push back against Back's EVM criticism, pointing at weakness in operational security around multi-signature wallets rather than the flaws in the EVM. Let me know where you stand. Quoting him again, another day, another EVM contract hack, he wrote. Complex, fragile, blindside, and unsecurable. Yikes. They have been losing billions per year for years straight. 0 days since the 9-figure loss on ETH toggled again. So I think he's just sick and tired of seeing all these hacks. He also posted this meme here. This meme is a fantastic illustration of the EVM misdesign root cause of the Bybit ETH wallet hack and half a dozen other blind sign rooted hacks going back. Picture says 1,000 words. And rejector sign, I mean, it's pretty crazy. The cryptographer went on to say that Bybit's incident had nothing to do with security of his hardware wallets, but rather the EVM complexity of properly verifying transactions on the hardware wallet. Now, if he says it, I believe it, because he's one of the true cypherpunk OGs that some even believe is Satoshi. And if he is not, many believe he obviously would be one of the few who actually knows Satoshi's true identity, and he's a super genius. So shout out Adam Back. He also argued that the Bitcoin ecosystem is free from such vulnerabilities. Precisely. That's why be careful. I posted a post earlier. You know how the Ethereum symbol kind of looks like an empty wallet? I wrote something like, Ethereum is the cryptocurrency choice of scammers and brokies. I genuinely believe that because everyone who tried to hack me have always been pro Ethereum. And trust me, they try to hack me all the time by sending me shit on Telegram or WhatsApp and things of this nature, but I know better than to click on the shit. But it's always from someone promoting Ethereum. They'll have like a picture, like literally the last person who tried to hack me had a picture with him and Vitalik. And I'm like super fucking sus anytime I see anything related to Ethereum and people reaching out to me. But you can't even make this shit up. It's just they're crypto of choice. But anyways, back to back. The whole point, it kind of sounds dope, back to back. The whole point of the hardware wallets is to verify on the device screen how much you're paying and what address. That doesn't work with ETH due to the EVM complexity and state size. This is the problem. Back wrote, adding that ETH on the hardware wallets didn't even display the address for Bybit. Clearly a problem. Still, there was no shortage of opposition to Back's perspective on the root cause of the Bybit hack. While we respect Adam Back's viewpoint, someone said, in the wider conversation it ignites about blockchain security, Hacking doesn't fully agree with the issues highlighted by the Bybit hack, exclusive or to Ethereum or the EVM. And who knows, they could be in the pockets of Ethereum or the Ethereum Foundation or anyone behind the EVM. So, you know what I mean? Trust nothing, verify everything. Multi-sig vulnerabilities and operational complexities are a shared challenge across the ecosystems, including Bitcoin, according to this guy, Buterin. And not Vitalik Buterin, but someone with a different spelling and the same pronunciation. Ironic enough. Quoting him here, even Bitcoin's multi-sig setups, though simpler by design, remain susceptible to risks such as human error, phishing, or advanced attacks targeting signer devices and workflows. Lex Fisson, co-founder and CEO of Swiss blockchain analytics platform Global Ledger, echoed the sentiment, quoting him here. In the latest Bybit hack, only one ETH cold wallet was affected, while other wallets remained secure, suggesting the breach could have resulted from weaknesses in operational security around cold wallet transfers rather than a fundamental flaw in the EVM itself. Either way, be super sus of it all. Fisson also highlighted that Bybit's compromised wallet was multi-sig and that the attackers likely trickled signers into approving or tricked the malicious transaction. So obviously multi-sig requires multiple people to sign off on the transaction, and they tricked them all. It's possible that the exploit came through the EVM, but we can't confirm it at the moment. I think if Adam Back's saying it's the EVM, I tend to believe Adam Back, but that's just me. But quoting this guy, nearly all decentralized exchanges rely on the EVM, while centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, and Kraken use proprietary trading engines. Bybit isn't decentralized, but they may have used the EVM in some capacity. To what extent remains unclear. And as the debate continues, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik has yet to publicly address the accusations regarding the EVM's security vulnerabilities. Anyone notice he's been extremely quiet as of late? He didn't really hear much from him nowadays. But anyways, we'll be keeping you posted with the Bybit hack. And as I mentioned earlier, the big news is the 65 billion Citadel Securities looking to become a liquidity provider for Bitcoin. As the pretty little bitty goes, the doing, and the Nipponator indicator never disappoints. Just got more sats, 0.05. Heck yeah. Shout out Carlos. That's a W. And I ain't talking George W. Who puts 1.4 billion in one wallet? Some crazy ass motherfucker, apparently. Talk about a honeypot, but I'm with you on that. I think it's extremely stupid to put over $1 billion in one wallet, right? It is just going to attract every bad actor and actor in the world to steal it. Hacker, actor, whatever. Because there's not many wallets with $1 billion sitting in them, I would assume, right? So be careful. My YouTube fascination with Bitcoin channel started right here, thanks to JV. Appreciate that, Satwise. Respect. You look like a normal co-host. You did well. Right on. It was my first time on anything like that. I was unsure how it came off. I can't bring myself to watch it. Oh, you're talking about your first time doing YouTube videos? You're not alone. It's every single person. My videos were the worst. I'm pretty confident 10 times worse than you think yours is bad. Trust me. And I kept them all up. So on this YouTube channel, you can go back, cryptonewsalerts.net, and you can view by date and watch these videos from 8 years ago. I was horrible. Horrible. One of the worst. But I take pride in that. It's kind of like Mr. Beast's journey when he first started making videos. He sucked. Nobody watched. That's similar. And then over the years, I got decent at it, right? So that's normal. We need more safeguards in the wallets. We lose all our Bitcoin virginity on JV's channel. Exactly, Shortcoin. Sorry, there is no excuse or explanation on how or why this happened other than pure stupidity. Thank you, Greg. Keeping it 100.
Boss, hear him roar. Bitcoin kids, hear them roar. Wise owls, hear them warn. Bitcoin, watch it soar, soar, soar. Going, we've won this war. 2024, we don't slay dragons. We are dragons that slay. It's the Bitcoin way.
Oh, that's epic. JV Satwise was live on Simply Today. I must be referring to Simply Bitcoin, another great channel. Well, that's awesome, brother. Good to see you preaching the biddy. I watched those early vids, JV, and you had chubby cheeks, and you did better than you think. Well, you just think I'm, what's his name? Alvin Simon Theodore. Theodore from the Chipmunks with the chubby cheeks. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them, but I have a problem watching the old videos myself. There are rumors that $6 billion in Bitcoin was lost by the U.S. government. That just makes our Bitcoin worth that much more, right, Lasercat? Hey, if Bukele and Saylor picked up more Bitcoin in the past few days, I'm sure we can all We all can. Exactly. You know what I mean? Who doesn't have $2 billion sitting around like the Giga Chad? Saylor is doing like he's doing godly 20,000 Bitcoin purchases in a single week. That's like godly status. You know what I mean? Almost 1/3 of the biddy again. I used to be a full coiner. Plus, but sold too early way back. Hard lesson to learn. At least you're, building your stack again there, Steven. Peace out, CNA fam. Have a great week. Thank you, Coin Father, for joining us. Speaking of boat accidents and shark attacks, we will be getting into all that, so stay around. And thank you guys again for all the comments and quotes on the stream. We do got 20 likes and 18 reposts, almost a flawless, breakthrough there of, like to share. So we appreciate it. Keep the comments flowing. And let's dive into our next featured story of the day and go from there. Our next story, we're going to be discussing the SEC won't let me be as their enforcement division closes the investigation into the Robinhood. Cool. They seem to be dropping all their cases on everything except XRP, ironic enough. The U.S. SEC closed its investigation into Robinhood less than a year after issuing the online brokerage, the Well Notice. The SEC's Enforcement Division informed Robinhood February 21st that it had concluded its investigation and would not recommend any enforcement action. The SEC was wrong. Robinhood disclosed this information today in an announcement, quoting them here. This investigation never should have been open. Exactly. Robinhood Crypto always has and will always respect federal security laws and never allowed transactions in securities. Remember, the SEC claimed everything was a security. Security regulators have been investigating Robinhood's crypto operations for the better part of the year. As reported, Robinhood's U.S.-based crypto business was subject to the SEC Wells Notice May 4, 2024. At the time, the SEC made a preliminary determination to recommend enforcement actions tied to alleged securities violations. You can thank Gary Gensler on that one. Last month, Robinhood reached $45 million settlement with the SEC over accusations that it violated more than 10 security laws. Then, Jan 13th, the order concluded Robinhood entities admitted a certain findings put forward by the SEC. And in closing the chapter of the SEC investigation, Robinhood urged the regulators to drop its regulation by enforcement posture and provide the industry with clearer guidelines for digital assets. Amen. Now, President Trump's administration has signaled major policy shifts ahead for crypto. Shortly after Trump took office, Jan 20th, the SEC launched the Crypto Task Force dedicated to bringing regulatory reform to the industry. Will they go after the meme coiners? I think not, because Trump's a meme coiner, ironic enough. the POTUS. The new task force is being led by pro-crypto SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce, we know as Crypto Mom, who has vowed to clean up the mess made by No Claire Gare, a.k.a. Mr. Gensler. And in addition to Robinhood, the SEC's enforcement actions against industry players like Coinbase, Binance, and Ripple may be dead in the water, according to the former SEC official John Stark. That's right. Stark made the observation after the SEC requested a 28-day extension to answer Coinbase's petition and the ongoing lawsuit against the exchange. Quoting him here, expect all crypto-related appeals, including the appeal of the Ripple matter, to pause or even more likely to be fully withdrawn. So let's see if they pull back on the Ripple Labs, thing that's currently open. But although the SEC's Crypto Task Force has only been around just over a month, it has already met representatives from the Blockchain Association and all that kind of stuff. But there you have it. And if you don't know, now you know. And again, welcome everyone join the live stream. Happy Monday, February 24th. Let's go. I think the dismissals of the SEC, talking to Coinbase and Robinhood, is bullish. It's just Coinbase has not reacted to it. Right on. Well, it's definitely bullish for crypto, as ironic. Less lawsuits, more people will feel safe actually investing in the space and not deem it's illegal like they were pushing. You understand? But it's crazy times out here, family.
It's the Bitcoin slang, it's the Bitcoin play. Do yourself a favor, listen to what we say. Dragon power, rocket power, Bitcoin power, unstoppable, unbreakable, undefeatable, competent.
And we do have 1,100 folks on the stream. Again, if you're just joining us, it's a tri-stream. We're live on X, YouTube, and Rumble. And the feed that you see on your screen with the comments is coming from the YouTube channel. And welcome, everyone, just joining us. Bitcoin corrective day, unfortunately, but also fortunately, depending if you view the glass half full or half empty. Is JV's ginger drink half full or half empty right now? You decide. Either way, you're right. That's the beauty of the mind. where your focus goes, energy flows. A wise man once said. I believe that was a Tony Robbins quote. But nonetheless, welcome everyone joining us. 444, nice. That's another divine omen. Definitely good numerology there. 444 on February 24th. Pre-Lil Bitty doing his damn thing. Because it's the damn king. It's the champion. Hit that like, peeps. Let's go. Thank you, Stephen Walter, for the reminder. It's free to support the stream. Premium content each and every day. 2-hour shows, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. And every once in a while, we'll do 10, 14, 18-hour streams just for the hell of it. Just to keep the bears accountable. Yeah, you know what I mean? And when we see the bears, JV, fuck them up. But you already know. But yeah, man, let's just continue with the news, shall we? Next story of the day. Here's what's going down in Hong Kong. Hong Kong. That's right. Their investment firm's board gives the nod to buy more of the Bitty. Bitty little buying little Bitty, pre-low Bitty going up in Asia. That's right. Hong Kong Asia Holdings Limited has increased its Bitcoin holdings to nearly 9 of the Bitty just a week after the investment firm saw its share prices double after buying its first Bitcoin. What a great strategy. HK Asia, the Hong Kong-based investment firm, said yesterday in the announcement that its board has approved the company to further increase its Bitcoin investment, and shared that on February 20th, it purchased 7.88 BTC for a total cost of $761,705. It added that its latest Bitcoin buy was financed through internal resources and brought its total Bitcoin holdings to around 8.88 BTC. That's right, Intelligent Infinity, which it bought at an average cost of $97,000 per coin, roughly 861 G's, baby. And on Feb 16th, HK Asia shared it purchased 1 Bitcoin, which was enough for investors to pile into the stock. And the next day, when the markets reopened to boost the share price by nearly 93% by the close of the trading on February 17th. So if I was a shareholder in a major company and I was on any of those boards, and you have a significant say, I'd be like, yo, we need to put some form of Bitcoin on the balance sheet, because just by making the announcement, people like JV over at Crypto News Alerts will share the story and the stock will go on fire, because Bitcoiners will want to support us in our mission. And there's like 100 million cyber hornets just swarming the interwebs, and we need their support. And you'll get it. Embrace thy pretty little bitty. Shares in HK Asia were up 5% February 24th as the lunch break of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and we're trading at around 6.66 Hong Kong dollars. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a numerology expert, but not my favorite number when I see the 666. But ironic. Let's just continue. Its current price and holds, HK's Asia stock could be set to close above June 2019 all-time high of $6.50. Hong Kong dollars, which is 84 cents, with its share price already up 1,700% thus far in the year. HK Asia's Bitcoin foray follows a recent trend of the publicly traded firms buying the crypto with the aim of boosting the company earnings. Exactly. In the announcement earlier in the month, HK Asia said its board has seen increasing popularity of crypto in the commercial world as part of the reason for the initial Bitcoin purchase. The company said in its latest note that Bitcoin buys are below the threshold for it to legally have to share it, bought the crypto, but made the announcement on a voluntary. Here's why they voluntarily made the announcement. They're smart and they understand we're going to cover them and they're going to get all the attention. And obviously not just me, but other, podcasters and Bitcoin folks around the world. Bitcoin has traded flat over the past 24 hours, but it's all good in the hood. Obviously, we got to get back above 100 G's, and we most likely will before you know it. And this will all be a distant memory, but there you have it. Smash the like, support JV, guys. Sorry, I'm screaming. I don't appreciate this. I mean, I appreciate the screaming. I don't mind it at all. You can speak in all caps if you like, as often as you like, especially when you remind people to smash the likes. It's very important. That's how we hack the algorithm, and it's free to support the stream. Support us on X by simply reposting the stream, commenting the stream, quoting the stream. Support us on YouTube by subscribing to the channel and liking the video and dropping a comment. It all helps out with the algorithm, and the same for on Rumble, as we do a try stream each and every day. And we now have over 1,200 folks here on the pod. I'm going to check the X feed again and repost everybody. So let's freaking go.
And capable, loving and unchainable, passionate and untamable. What a beautiful bitty high ride. 2024 year of the dragons.
Appreciate that comment. Satwise, he put, I might have been a guest today on Simply Bitcoin, but I started my Bitcoin YouTube live chat journey over 6 years ago with JV, and I had been on a mission to save altcoiners from themselves ever since. Very powerful words. Take this comment to heart if you're a shitcoiner. I mean, because for many of us, we have to learn our lessons by putting our hand in the fire, unfortunately, putting your hand on that stovetop to realize not to touch it anymore. But many of us have been around the block, such as Satwise. He's an OG, well-respected, and we learned the hard way. And now we have missions to teach others to do better. And it's not that simple. So don't overcomplicate Bitcoin. Roadcaster here to reset the audio settings. I hate when that happens, but I was the first to catch it today. So, hey now. Thank you, Shortcoin. Technical difficulties, I mean, shit. I guess it's a part of running a live stream and doing a try stream, which complicates everything. But yeah, man, it's always annoying when that happens because it screws up what I plan to do later in the stream. So, but I guess that's life for you. Plugging in the cord. I don't unplug it. I actually just power it off and power it back, this baby. And it's not even this that's doing it. I blame the streaming software, Streamlabs, because it freezes in Streamlabs. And then I just reboot this piece of equipment and it fixes it, the freeze for however, I don't know, it just fixes it. But it's always a pain in the ass and it screws up what I had planned to do later with videos because I won't be able to play videos now, unfortunately, because the audio is complicated. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sound is back. We're good. Yeah, it happens. It happens. But thank you guys. Steve W., I appreciate the repost and the comment I just reposted. Don't miss the best crypto channel online. It's live right now. Much appreciated. And again, thank you, Satwise and the rest of the family. Y'all are amazing.
Oh, bring me up, bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack, boo. I'm stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the bitty like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the bitty like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen.
Hey now, I heard that the Bybit hackers changed their ETH to Bitcoin. That's what I heard. If it's accurate, like $100 million worth of ETH into Bitcoin. The hackers also don't want the Ethereum. I mean, who would want the Ethereum? It really sucks. Damn North Korea, Grant Noakes, word. But let's continue with the news. My apologies for that little sound outage, but it seems we're back, so let's continue. Next story of the day, we'll discuss, actually, this is the big news, Saylor's $2 billion Bitcoin buy, followed by his proposal to Trump and for the United States to purchase 4.2 million Bitcoin, which is 420. Hey, happy 420, which is 20% of the Bitcoin supply. So let's dive into this. But first, let's discuss the ETP outflows, which is over $500 million. And then we'll get into the big breaking Saylor news. So crypto exchange traded products, ETPs, recorded significant outflows last week, continuing a trend of investor pullback, according to digital asset investment firm CoinShares. Crypto ETPs saw outflows of $508 million in the past trading week, following 115 million in outflows the previous week before that. The spike of selling pressure at the crypto ETP sector came as investors exercised caution following the U.S. presidential inauguration, which is when we hit the current all-time high, 109.3. Bitcoin ETPs, the largest crypto asset by market cap, again suffered the biggest losses, while XRP investment products saw another week of major inflows. Bitcoin investment products suffered the most losses last week, accounting for 571 million in outflows. And in contrast, altcoin ETPs recorded either some inflows or zero outflows, with XRP ETPs leading the buying with 38 million of inflows. XRP ETPs have seen 819 million of inflows since November of last year, which reflects investor hopes that the US SEC will drop the Ripple lawsuit and approve the spot XRP ETF. Let me know if you think that will get approved anytime soon. And also, the past trading week marked a rare event of BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust. Their ETF seeing losses of 22 million. ProShares ETFs were among the only major US ETPs that did not post losses last week, seeing 38 million of inflows according to CoinShares. And on the other hand, crypto ETPs by Grayscale and Fidelity saw the largest outflows, amounting to 170 million and 166 million, respectively. And regionally, the majority of the crypto ETP trading again came from the US, which saw 560 million of the outflows. The negative trend was not reflected in Europe, which continue to see the steady inflows, with Germany and Switzerland leading inflows with 30 million and 15 million, respectively. And if you don't know, now you know. There's the latest with the outflows. CNA brought you to my Max Headroom. Max Headroom, right on. Bitcoin is done. Okay, G. I've heard that one about 10 million times since I got started in Bitcoin 8 years ago. We're still here. And we're up like 50x since that time. So I don't know about all that. But thank you, mods. High five to Max Headroom. Max Headroom. Is that a new user? I'm not familiar with that person, so I must have missed what he said. But welcome, Max. Good to have you here. I have mixed feelings about the ETFs. Yeah, and you should. Because it's like, my understanding is, in order for the institutions to invest in Bitcoin, they needed the ETFs, but Bitcoin don't need the ETFs. And it just gives companies like BlackRock wiggle room to manipulate the markets, and which is precisely what they're most likely doing right now if I was a betting man. We do have 1,312 people on the stream. Welcome, everyone. We're about to dive into our feature stories of the day, which is Michael Saylor announcing the new $2 billion purchase, as well as him proposing to President Trump to purchase 20% of the Bitcoin supply for the United States, which would be 4.2 million Bitcoin. And I ran the math, so that should be pretty accurate. And all you got to do is take 21 million coins, 21 million times 20%, which is what he's proposing. And you get those numbers. Chandy, mess them up. Bitcoin was 40,000 1 year ago. Haters gonna hate, let them hate. Let the meme coiners do the meme thing. They're gonna meme coin, let them get wrecked. More biddies for the broskies.
Life is a game of chess that makes biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the biddy has set me free.
Going, let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold them, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
I've always been...
Well, that's a great question. Clearly, there's not 4.2 million Bitcoin available anywhere, but this would be a long-term goal. Obviously, it wouldn't be overnight. Like Cynthia Lummis's proposal was 1 million Bitcoin, which is 5% of the supply, proposing to purchase 200 per year, which is very doable. I mean, Michael Saylor is purchasing insane amounts of Bitcoin, so clearly there is some to go around. But this would be over the long haul. Maybe it'd be over 10 years. I don't know. Just we'll dive into that here shortly and discuss it in greater detail. What's up, beautiful Chandy? Says Miss a Corvette. Good job, short coin, says Diana. Why was Bitcoin created in the first place? To circumvent government, fiat, central banks, and market control. Thank you, Greg. That's precisely spot on. Let's go. Nobody talk shit about Bitcoin or you are gone. Hey, that's the mods. Mods are going to speak. You know what I mean? I don't mind if we get people trolling Bitcoin. It just makes them look stupid, but The mods don't want you here. Sorry, you're out. Wop, 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 wop. Remix, good job keeping this a safe place. Exactly. Because the next comment would have been, this is better than Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin version 2.0. Kind of like you saw that analyst Fred Krueger. He's like, I have this brilliant idea. I'm going to make Bitcoin 2. It's like Bitcoin. It has all the traits of the great Bitcoin, but it's better because it's going to be on Solana. Wah, wah. So you can't make this shit up, man. Yeah, I played a lot of chess games today. I did win the majority of them to get my score a little higher because I was on tilt where you just fucking lose the majority of your games over the past week. And that happens from time to time. So I'm inching my way back to where I was at. But yeah, so I had very good games today. Poor is your destiny if you wanted to be. Gee, guy, the person who was interviewing me when I was in the water with the shark incident was Chandy. How many Bitcoin will be there ever? 276 cube, just over 21 million of the biddy. 1.1 million held in the original Satoshi wallets have never moved. 1.5 million yet to be mined. 3.6 permanently lost, equal 14 million BTC. Word up. Yep, JV, so true. Let's welcome the trolls. I like their excuses. We'll just all point at them and laugh. But I digress. 94,000 looks like it's about to break. Let's see how low she goes. Again, another great BTFD opportunity. Thank you, Glenn Cooper, on the repost. Thank you, Boss33 on the repost. Thank you, Chandy, again on the repost. And if you guys can repost each other's repost comments and quotes, again, this is how we hack the algorithm here. You'll notice Chandy's post right there. Just hit the repost on it. And thank you guys in advance. Keep the comments flowing. We're at the top of the hour. So without further ado, let's get to our feature story of the day. All right. Now for our feature story of the day. Strategy buys 20,356 more Bitcoin for almost $2 billion as their holdings are just shy now of 500,000 BTC. But don't take it from me. Take it from the Giga Chat. He just tweeted, Strategy has acquired 20,356 BTC for $1.99 billion at 97,514 per Bitcoin and has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 6.9% year to date. 2025. As of February 23rd this year, we hodl 499,096 BTC, acquired for $33.1 billion at approximately $66,357 per Bitcoin. And he's a great example of why we DCA, dollar cost average. And he says he's going to continue to buy the top forever, Laura. And yeah, let's dive a little deeper into this. We'll also discuss MicroStrategy, now known as Strategy, snapping up more Bitcoin, but also suggesting what the US and Trump should do, which is virtually purchasing 20% of the Bitcoin supply, which is roughly 4.2 million of the biddy. So let's break her down. Strategy said it acquired the additional $2 billion worth of the Bitcoin, increasing the world's largest corporate Bitcoin holders total to almost 500,000 of the biddy. Safe to round up, right? So yeah, this increased the firm's total Bitcoin holdings over 499,096, acquired for 33 billion at an average price of 66,000. The acquisition came after Strategy raised another 2 billion in a senior convertible note offering, probably at 0%, as the Michael Saylor, the Bitcoin alchemist, does. To purchase more Bitcoin, the firm announced February 24th, the notes featured a 0% coupon and mature on March 1st of 2030. So they got 5 years. Each 1,000 block of notes is convertible to 2.3 shares of Strategy's Class A common stock at $433 per share, a 35% premium over the current market price. The note sale resulted in about $2 billion worth of net proceeds for the company after deducting fees and estimated expenses, according to the firm's announcement, which says here, Strategy intends to use the net proceeds from this offering for general corporate purposes, including the acquisition of Bitcoin and for working capital. The $2 billion note offering was a part of the Strategy 2021 plan, targeting $42 billion in capital over the next 3 years. And it seems Saylor's on track to achieve this 2021 plan, putting $42 billion into Bitcoin within 12 months at the rate he's going. It's crazy. Split between equity and fixed income securities to buy more of the pretty little bitty. And Strategy said it already raised $20 billion of that $42 billion, fueling its Bitcoin buying spree, largely through the senior convertible notes and debt. Hence, Bitcoin alchemy. And despite sustaining $670 million net loss for the fourth quarter of 2024, Strategy is set to continue its long-term Bitcoin acquisition plan. Yeah, I think it can care less regarding their, net losses as long as their net Bitcoin continues to stack the sats. Smart man. And as the firm nears 500,000 in Bitcoin holdings, Strategy has an unrealized profit of more than $14.8 billion on its total Bitcoin holdings, as the Saylor tracker shows you right here. Now, 12 states in North America have reported holding Strategy stock in their state pension funds or treasuries at the end of 2024, totaling $330 million. Also, after the rebrand of their company to Strategy on February 5th, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, increased its stake in Strategy to 5%. So go figure. The largest shareholder of Strategy, Michael Saylor's company, which holds almost 500,000 Bitcoin, is BlackRock, as BlackRock controls the world. But yeah, this is a pretty big deal. Saylor's not slowing down. He's speeding up. And just to put this in perspective, he just purchased 5 times the amount of Bitcoin that the country of El Salvador holds in just one DCA buy, meaning El Salvador Bitcoin country has approximately just above 6,000 Bitcoin on the balance sheet. He just purchased 20,000 for $2 billion. It's really mind-boggling if you really put that in perspective. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the proposal for Trump to ultimately get his hands on, if they were able to do that. It'd obviously be a long-term commitment. But here's what he said, appearing at the 2025 Conservative Political Action Conference, February 20th. Saylor shared, "There's only room for one nation state to buy up to 20% of the Bitcoin network. And obviously, I think it should be the United States. Wink, wink, POTUS Trump. Hope you're listening. It's a way for us to emerge as a creditor nation in a matter of a decade. It is also a way for us to ensure we're leaders in cyberspace and the digital economy for the next 100 years. Let me know if you think the Strategic Reserve Bill for the United States of America will get passed. And could you imagine even the announcement of Trump or his crypto czar Sachs saying, yo, we're going to buy 20% of the supply. Cynthia Lummis, why are you so bearish? Proposing 5%. That's nothing. We need 20% if we're to maintain the leader. And also, here's a bonus prediction from Saylor I shared way back. Actually, I got 2 of them for you. The first one is the most bullish prediction I've ever heard come out of Saylor's mouth. When he was interviewed on Patrick Bet-David's podcast, he said, Bitcoin is on a path to be worth $100 million per coin, which means the US dollar will have lost 99.9% of its value over the next 100 years. Warren Buffett knows this, and Charlie Munger, back when he was alive, knows this, and I agree 100%. And that's why they're anti-Bitcoiners, these people who control the monopolies of the fiat dollar currently. And for the other bonus, this was from another interview I actually transcribed personally. Here's what he wrote. First of all, Bitcoin's going up by a factor of 10. Whether they can fix any of this stuff, it's going to be a grind up by a factor of 10. And FYI, a 10x from here would put us at $1 million per coin. Just because gold is broken. And of course, we're having talks of the Fort Knox audit, which is very bullish for Bitcoin, because if all that gold ain't there, which I am very sus that it will be there, it's just more, to show you that all that stuff can be manipulated. Unlike Bitcoin, there's no fool's Bitcoin, whereas there's fool's gold. It's going to replace gold, and now everybody in the universe knows they need a non-sovereign store of value in the form of a bearer instrument. Agreed. And for the last year, people said inflation may be coming. We're not sure. Now the mainstream narrative has flipped to inflation is here, bro. You need an inflation hedge. So it is going to grind up to replace gold. That's a fact, Jack. That's a blackjack. It'll go to 500,000 a coin, regardless of whether they fix these things. Here are the 3 things that are massive catalysts that will cause an acceleration. And FYI, spoiler alert, all 3 things have already transpired. And those 3 things don't take us to 500,000. They take us to 5 million a coin. Do you hear that? Let's go. Here are the 3 things. The spot ETF, which we clearly got, which went live January 11th, 2024. He said, where someone can go ahead and buy 100 million of the Bitcoin via the ETF security. I think that's one. Precisely. And we just got news last week that Abu Dhabi announced they're sitting on roughly $500 million worth of the Bitcoin ETF from BlackRock. And number 2, your bank is going to custody it for you and lend against it. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's pristine collateral, especially with all the changes occurring and with a pro-Bitcoin administration, which is currently in place. Number 3, I can mark it up or down on my balance sheet as fair value. Done deal. It'll be pari passu with the way I handle Apple stock, or at least that good. If you add a property with fair value accounting, by the way, it becomes pari passu to the way you handle treasury bonds on the treasury balance sheet. Treasuries are better than stocks because treasury is property, whereas a stock is a security, and you are capped at 40% of the balance sheet of securities. So they're no longer going to be perceiving it as liabilities, but they can now use it, right? So it would be a major breakthrough if you saw any of those 3 things. I'll end this one with this one observation I tweeted last week. I believe is very powerful. If the banks can hold the stuff on their balance sheet, then a whole new class of investors are going to buy it. People are going to put in multi-billion dollar orders to buy it as a treasury asset. And quoting Max Kaiser from yesterday's podcast, he says, $1 trillion buy orders are on tap. 2.2 million in play. I repeat, $1 trillion buy orders are on tap. 2.2 million in play, broskies. Nobody is going to sell it because there is no reason to sell it if you can borrow against it. And that's the bigger picture. So you'll be borrowing against your biddy. Nobody is ever going to sell it. And then I joked, and you won't be able to afford it. You'll be able to afford it, but you know everyone gets Bitcoin at the price they deserve. Ha ha ha. When the banks normalize it, you can draw a 100 million credit line at 100 basis points from an FDIC insured bank. At that point, right, we're going to blow through the market cap of gold by a factor of 10. Hear that, Peter Schiffmeister? It's not too late to capitulate, brother. I think the best thing is those 3 things are likely to happen, and they've all come to fruition a lot sooner than anticipated, ending it with here. I don't know if any of that will happen in 36 months or 24 months or 12 months. Well, it all happened. I'd be shocked if it is more than 36 months, and I hope it doesn't happen in 12 months because my view is the longer it takes, the more progressive the grind, the more time I have to buy more of the pretty little bitty. And that's the man that holds, well, his company, roughly 500,000 of the BTC, and that's excluding his personal stash, broskies. And if you don't know, now you know. And welcome everyone to the stream. Breaking news, Satoshi has been found to live in Puerto Rico. Are you telling me the Nippinator is Satoshi? Always wears Bukele hats and shades and has very successful podcasts. Wait a minute. I am not Satoshi. I repeat, I am not Satoshi. Satoshi would never start a Bitcoin pod. That's a fact. I wonder why Europe is sending gold to us. Oh yeah, and I saw that New York Times headline on the front cover, and it showed you airplanes or jets shipping gold to where those Fort Knox gold reserves are. They're trying to put the gold back in the vault. What's going on there? XRP just climbed 2% whilst everything else was dropping. Oh no. End of the world. Capitulate. Joking. With you making the price prediction, would you consider calculating how much Bitcoin is needed to permanently escape the rat race? That's going to be determined upon your personal goals in life. Hypothetical. Some of you with $1 million worth of Bitcoin, which is roughly 10 Bitcoin today, you'd probably be like, $1 million, I can retire. It's only going to continue to go up. I hodl. I'm good. Then there's people like Michael Saylor that need hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin to feel he's made it or successful in life. There's levels to this shit. For some people, it's a quarter Bitcoin. For some people, it's 0.1 Bitcoin. And for others, it's thousands of Bitcoin and everything motherfucking in between. So there's no real answer to your question. So you got to think, at what value would I need Bitcoin to feel secure in life and feel like I've made it or that I can retire or something of this nature? And that's totally dependent upon you. Yeah, you understand? XRP up 2%. Oh my God. Wow. Who cares? Greg, you're awesome. Man, so one thing that sucks, being my audio went out, I'm not going to be able to play the new music video I had intended to play. However, I'm going to give everyone a call to action again. Watch the brand new music video just shared on Chandy's X account, maybe less than an hour ago. So if you go to Chandy10 Music on X, I need you to watch the new video, comment it, repost it. Please do that, and then let me know once you've done it, and let's blow that up. And on tomorrow's stream, when I don't have the technical difficulties, we'll play the video for the first time on the stream. Does 93 within 1 year of me entering at 63 mean I'm supposed to write my final letters to people and find the peaceful mushroom? I mean, seems like I've waited a whole 8 months to go up 30,000 now. Who wants cat shit wrapped in dog shit? Not me. Well said there, short coin. Holy mother of tanking today. Is SPF back? Why do you say that? Because the market's tanking? Do you know that Bitcoin has a mini me that nobody knows about? Are you talking about Litecoin? It's down 7,000 from that, and it's all over. Oh no. Why no music today? Because when my audio goes out, which it did temporarily, I know it's not going to work when I play the audio. When I play music videos, don't work unless I start my computer and do it in a certain sequence. It just won't work. So I know this from trial and error. So anytime my audio cuts out and I got to reboot it, it's not going to play audio for any of the videos I have lined up. I'd have to reboot my computer and redo the entire process. So, and I was really looking forward to playing it. So that's why I just encourage everyone today, support Chandy on her X account and comment the video, watch it there, repost it, we'll all repost it. And then tomorrow we'll premiere it on our show. Granted, there's no technical difficulties. Subscribe to the #1 Bitcoin music channel. Thank you, Streamlabs. Greatly appreciate that. Hold up your sword and shields. Exactly. Yep, I'm trying to get back to one. Right on, Steven. I have to buy some daggone Bitcoin, and then I'll make some money. I lost mine. Well, it was taken. Yeah, be careful. The pirates, when you're out in the boats, the pirates, the sharks, the leprechauns, they'll steal your pretty little bitties. Hold the lines. Exactly. Something amazing that I let you know in private. You will be amazed. If you can't tell me publicly, no need to tell me privately. In fact, I don't even check private messages unless it's somebody, like my mom or something, or Chandy, or the Oracle, or Surge. So just keeping it 100. I have hundreds of messages I don't even get to check in just because, I'm preoccupied. So if you want to share it publicly here, feel free. If you don't want to, it's all good too. Did you plug the soundboard in? It helped. Des 101. I know, right? I need a spliff. Good afternoon, Stephen. Now's when you buy, baby. Exactly. And thank you for dropping the direct link. You'll see it right there. I need everyone watching. There's 1,600 of you watching right now. Click on the link in the live chat. That's Chandy's latest music video created today. I know she put a lot of tender loving care into it. I know she invested money into the AI technology to produce today's video. And all of you guys need to watch it and let us know what you think. Repost it and let's blow that mofo up. What would happen to the world if we put shrooms and LSD on the water supply? I can guarantee you the frogs will stop turning gay. And I'm pretty confident in that. Proud to be like number 101. What would happen? Exactly. Now you know if you don't know. Just opening up Chandy's account here. So this is her official X account, FYI. This is where Bitcoin, crypto, Trump, freedom, and truth lovers can find music to enjoy. And she has her YouTube link directly in there, but that's pinned at the very top. She uploaded it just an hour ago. Watch the Bitcoin lore and Shark Mafia visual unfold. The mission is set. And it says the team is ready and the orange hue of truth shines through. And this is a new video. It's not yesterday's video. She outdid herself and she made some next level, 5th level G-ish. And you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch it. And this is based on a true story of our very own crypto surge almost getting eaten alive by the sharks on VIP day out here in Puerto Rico. So show her some love. Chandy, good to see you. I can guarantee some paranoid person will set off the nukes if they're on shrooms. Well, maybe they'll set off the nukes if they're not on shrooms because we lived in a fucked up world. And anyone who has access to a nuke button probably shouldn't because no one should have access to a damn nuke button. Don't be scared of the old system. It's getting the Band-Aid ripped off. Whop. Exactly. Ecstasy is the safer route, says Adam. And it's all good. Sometimes as a mod, we remove the wrong person's comment, not intentional. So it's all good, fam. But anyways, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We finished the news. I'm going to stick around an additional half hour just to kick it with the fam. If you guys can comment and quote the stream as you're commenting and quoting Chandy's brand new video, which is amazing, go ahead and do so. And thank you guys in advance. We can play music. I just can't play the videos, unfortunately. So I'm going to play one of the newer jams, which is called Blackjack. which is our 110,000 anthem, because we need to resurrect the biddy like Lazarus from the dead to 110 G's, baby.
I've got a pretty bitty feeling. 110K to 111K, get that dealer to dealing. It's time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, the Fort Knox thing. I'm very skeptical that the gold is going to be there. So I think it's going to be very bullish for Bitcoin because no one's going to trust gold anymore. It's too easy to knock it off and trick people and keep it in a vault for 60 years unaudited when it's probably just some tungsten spray painted with some gold spray paint. I'm speculating, but
For the blackjack jam, let's play. I hold a bitty hand, bro, stacking sats, no turning back. Chips on the table, sats in the stack.
chips on the table, sats in the stack. I love the lyrics to the song. Is pretty bomb. This Fort Knox is a bust. The biggest gold heist in history was the World Trade Center. That's right. It was underground. The basement there housed the largest vault of gold in the world. Yeah, they probably stole it all, and then they sent the missiles pretending to be the airplanes into the World Trade, if I was to speculate, and fooled everybody, pretended that all these poor innocent people were in the airplanes and got hijacked. That was just made up. You know what I mean? There were missiles, just like the Pentagon. There was a missile that hit the Pentagon. There were no plane remains. We can all agree on that. And then one of the two towers, the plane didn't even hit, but it was a controlled demolition, so it exploded. And they probably just kidnapped all the gold, and then they got all the insurance money. You know, not millions, but you know, thousands of Americans were unalived, and then they killed millions of innocent Iraqis, pretending there was weapons of mass destruction. This is the fucked up world we live in, fam. Pretty wild. But Bitcoin changes that. The longest monetary system lasted 500 years. This new system is getting rolled out. Don't get capitulated. Word. Blackjack, baby.
Bitcoin stacking is a hot.
And I got to call out this clown piece of shit. Let's not forget these scumbags that work for the lizard folk. They're their spokespeople. Not only does he FUD Bitcoin and everything he says, polar opposite tends to happen, hence we reverse or, you know, inverse Kramer, but he was also pushing vaccines very heavily. And according to him, he was calling on members of the military to rat out their fellow members who were unvaccinated. He was pushing it so hard. So his mission was to get everyone in the world vaccinated, doing the lizard folks, you know, job, because that's who pays him and that's who he works for. So we got to call out pieces of shit like this to make the world a better place. Enemy of mankind, lock this clown up. Let me know if you agree with that on Jim Cramer. I'll never forget anyone who was pushing the poison jabs. I think they should have to pay for their consequences, especially if they were influencers like this piece of fucking shit. 9/11 very sus. I'd say that again. His name is Jack Pierce of shit. Weird name, right? What company had the exclusive cleanup agreement at Ground Zero? A CDI, Controlled Demolition Inc. The only company that had the technical wherewithal to bring them down in the first place. Jim Cramer looks like a generic character on the Wii games. Just Google it. Yeah, he just looks like a douchebag. And people actually listen to this guy. That's the sad part. I'll never understand it, but believe it or not, a lot of people listen to him. Think of all the Bitcoiners, and you're right, Shortcoin, he is a clown. Think of all the Bitcoiners who could have had more Bitcoin if they didn't listen to this clown. None of you guys obviously are too smart to fall for his FUD, but the average person that could have bought Bitcoin, but they didn't because they got scared because this guy was FUDding it for the past however many years. And then think about all the people that got the poison jabs and have died because of this guy pushing that type of bullshit, and all the people who got fucked. Can't forget it. JV, do you think Bitcoin can go down to 70,000, which is the resistance level? I think anything can happen. So to say it's impossible would be a lie. Anything can happen because we can't predict the future. We can't predict the black swan events, but I don't think it's a probable scenario. I think it is extremely unlikely, but it is possible. That's my 2 Satoshis. Let me know what you guys think. People haven't been taught true history. That's a fact. Lizard folks lead the Kramer. That's a fact. Kramer acts like people I know on meth and cocaine. That's a fact. Jack Poso was sharing. Sorry, Jack Poso, wherever you are. I blame it on JV. Blame it on me. I saw people are fighting each other over eggs. I'd rather throw the eggs at Kramer. I'm with you on that. I'd throw every egg and tomato at that guy if I had the opportunity. Speak, JV. Frickin' speak, brother. Shout out Jesse Oro. Bitty badass video. Shout out Bitalica. I got a friend who got booted from the military for no shot. He got the letter asking, and you can thank clowns like Jim fucking Cramer for your buddy getting booted out of the military. Thank that guy. And my understanding now is he probably got the poison jab, so it didn't destroy his career, and he's fucked. But now my understanding is, Trump reversed some shit where it's like, if you got fired out of the military for refusing the poison jab, they give you money and reinstate you or something like that. I don't have all the details in front of me, but Trump trying to make it right, from my understanding. I remember Kramer slutting Signature Bank just days before. Exactly. He'll pump anything right before it collapses so that you get wrecked because he is an enemy of mankind and he works for the lizard people. Eggs are expensive. The people are hustling them on the corner. I mean, it's like $1 an egg here in Puerto Rico, bro. I can't wait. Get back to Bitcoin country. I mean, I eat eggs every day. It's my go-to for my protein. So I could be eating 30 eggs for $3.50. Less than 11 cents an egg. It's like 10.6 cents. Bitcoin country for the win. Nippinator likes the eggs as well. He's a big fan of the eggy. But, yeah, yo. But welcome, everyone. We got 1,700 people on the stream. Let me check the X feed again as we listen to the Blackjack Jam.
Stakes game, we have $1 million claim. We know we already won. That's why we hodl strong, never fold. Got no poker faces on. We got that blackjack destiny.
Oh, I also want to say fuck you to any Bitcoiners or crypto folks that were pushing the poison jabs as well. I'm not going to mention all their names, but there were quite a few of them. And I'll never forget that either. So just wanted to throw that out there. It's like the blind leading the blind.
Lunar dream. We hit 110 as green candles took over the sky. Rockets are taking off. Planes are on standby.
Tonight the sky is reserved for VIPs on BTC powered rockets. What a rush. We have a seat at the table but never need to bluff.
Yeah.
50 cents an egg in Florida. Sounds about right. Was that $6 a dozen? See how cheap eggs are in a Bitcoin standard? Exactly. That's the bigger picture. Eggs and TP. Big sellers on the corner. Fish net stockings will boost your profits. Oh boy. Never forget. I'm with you, Daddy-O. Can't never forget. Can't let these criminals get away with it. Because guess what? They'll continue with the same game plan next fucking tragedy to capitalize on it. And if we don't call them out, they're still going to be pushing the same agenda. Peace and love and gratitude. Don't fall for the next pandemic, fam. And never sell the biddy. Well said, 7 Laws. Respect. I am jabbed, free, and proud of it. Congratulations to everyone with the unvaxxed sperm. Unvaxxed sperm is the new Bitcoin. Let me know if you agree. JV, do you think the biddy price is being manipulated? Yes, I think it's always being manipulated by the institutions, governments, and BlackRock. I just got 2 T-bone steaks and a giant baked potato and a giant salad ready. Nice, VZ. How much did that cost you? I refuse to eat the bugs and the slugs. Exactly. No caterpillar food. Yep, Steven says. T-bones. Hey now. But, yeah, yo.
Flip the next card, biddy boom, 21's the score. Blackjack, baby, a 10 is up on the table. I'm sensing divine intervention. Now dealer, please flip an 11.
Blackjack, baby, 21's the score. 110 to 111, we're begging for more. A perfect 10 matched with a sexy ace. Time to ascend, we're destined for outer space. That's an sexy doing winning pair. Bitcoin astrology is in the air.
The dealer's sweating, fiat bankers folded. They tried to bluff, Bitcoin's the ace. Humanity wants to heal, it's had enough. Through dips, pumps, and bends, we held our biddy hand. 10 and 11, we're on a winning streak. The biddy can't.
Blackjack, baby. Jab free, staying that way. Amen. I remember when Trump coin came out and the bull market was just getting started. The Melania dropped. Oh, Melania. Jeez Louise. It was within 24 hours. I think it was the following day. And did Kanye drop his rug yet? Portnoy is like on version 3 of greed. JV, was it not the whole concept that Bitcoin could not be manipulated? And also when it surges, you have to keep in mind, there's levels of manipulation. Like, for example, the dollar is 100% manipulated. You can't say Bitcoin's 100% manipulated. Bitcoin may be manipulated by some of the whales, but you know what's not manipulated? The supply, the decentralization, and many other factors which make it the greatest, asset or commodity to ever exist in human history. So you got to keep that in mind. There's always going to be forces of evil who perceive Bitcoin as the enemy and have bad, bad agendas for the human race. And I think that example would be a BlackRock, and they're going to try to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible as they can. And if they can suppress the price, which is in alignment with what the central banking cartels and the lizard folks that control the world are trying to do, they're going to. But the point is, they can't suppress Bitcoin. They can try to FUD it. They can claim it's dead 1 million times, as they have since the inception of it, but it's going to continue to do what it does best. So it is the least controlled and the least manipulated currency to ever exist, and will always be that way because it's truly decentralized, it's impregnable, it's borderless, it's unconfiscatable, it's un-F-wittable, therefore pretty little bitty going up. Hopefully I answered your question. Too bad the U.S. government had given so much notice that they are going to audit Fort Knox. Exactly. They're probably slipping the fake gold in there now. You know what I mean? Trump and I are in the same in one way. We fantasize about Melania, Ivanka, and Kai Trump. Remind me, who's Kai Trump? Is that like the granddaughter or something? Ivanka, remind me, is that his first wife? And obviously we all know Melania because of the rug pull. Thanks for explaining, JV. I'm still a biddy for life, but yeah, I agree. Companies like BlackRock can manipulate anything as they own everything. Exactly. They manipulate, precious metals. They manipulate real estate as they own the majority of the real estate. I mean, it's the largest asset manager in the world. And so if they have the opportunity to manipulate Bitcoin for their own agenda, they're going to do what they can do, but there's a certain limit. So I wouldn't be like, oh my God, they're in control. They're not in control, but they're going to try to suppress the price, buy more Bitcoin cheap. And I think the ultimate play is to confiscate all the Bitcoin ETF BTC through BlackRock, through Coinbase, after they have accumulated millions and millions of Bitcoin. And because they don't want us plebs to own it. Trust. And some of you guys think I'm just a crazy tinfoil conspiracy theorist, and that's your prerogative, but I do not trust those motherfuckers. And there's no reason we should trust them. So self-custody your Bitcoin, fuck BlackRock, and who cares? Kai is the granddaughter. Ivanka is the blonde daughter. Oh, Ivanka is the blonde. Okay, the daughter. We guard each other through the network. Go Bitcoin. Go wait till they find a couple of gold bars that are just gold covered. Game over. Yeah, man. Let's look up Kai. I think I've seen his granddaughter once or twice. I may be following her on X. Let me see. Kai. C-A-I Trump. Yeah, she's very cute. I have no idea how old she is, so, but she is a very cute girl. Okay, here's a full body photo. That's Kai Trump, granddaughter of Don, the Don. Here's a picture with her and her grandpa. Great shot there. But yeah, she's very beautiful, for sure. Almost looks like an AI girl. It's like, if Trump was my grandfather, I'd be all like chilling with him as well. But anyways, gold is also finite, correct, and can be faked, and they can always find more on the earth. They could always find more in the water. And according to Elon, they can find more on other planets, though I obviously disagree with that. But one way or the other, they can always find more. We were slaves since the day we took a social security card. I just watched this whole show about how there's really two people of us. I know exactly what you're talking about. Very pretty, says Passive. I wouldn't kick her out of bed if she farted. I saw a story the other day. Actually, it popped up one of the headlines today, and it was like a woman was hospitalized because she just didn't want to fart in front of her boyfriend. And she held in her farts for like years, and it like built up some gas, and she had to go to the hospital. Ladies, no need to hold in your farts. It's very honorable of you to do that, but if you got a fart and it's a stinky, just go to the bathroom. Don't hold it in. It's going to backfire on you. You know what I mean? When you receive your mail or bills, it is always in capital letters to make you sign your name all in capital letters. Yet on private, regular things, you put a regular at the beginning. Exactly. Elon just likes surfing the dome. The BMX boy has delivered. It's time for the Monday Spliff. Let's go, Monday Spliff. Spark a fatty. What does Doge spell backwards? E-G-O-D. What does that stand for? I don't know. Yeah, no need to hold in the farts. It's honorable and all, but I mean, we're human. Women are human too. It's okay to fart. My girlfriend and I fart freely around each other, living the life. That's how it should be, an open fart relationship. Like, I can fart louder than you. Like, what do you do at your broskies if you're at school? Not in class, obviously. It'd be embarrassing. But when you're hanging out in the lunchroom or something, it's like, and then you're like, I got you, broski. Oh, man. We're having fart competitions. The broskies laughed out loud. Let her rip, Tater Chip. Maybe that's the real origination of that quote. Be proud of your farts. Own it. Hone it. Exactly. Oh, E-God. Interesting. Doge backwards is E-God. Wow. Interesting. Hold your fart and it comes out of your mouth. Is that how it works? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Holding in the farts. My house is a fart factory. Hey, now. Exactly. God. Yeah, this is interesting. Elon does a lot of satanic stuff if you haven't figured it out, especially when he's always rocking the symbology of the cross backwards. Not a good look, Elon. Not a good look.
Heavy beat.
Hit me again, I'm buying more sats cause Biddy is a perfect bet. BTC isn't a gamble, it's a perfect money kind of asset. Generational wealth, yeah, our future set.
Doing the doing. Biddy has the green light. The Biddy coaster's on an uphill climb.
I dug a hole in my backyard and found a box of gold, got excited, ran to tell my wife, and I remembered why I was digging the hole in the first place. Wow, I don't want to be around when you burp. I just found out this morning on AM TV. I never really thought about it. E-God. Yeah, that is interesting.
The Hodl Gang thriller ride. Pretty Biddy looking drippy with that orange glow. BTC goes doing, it's lit, so legit.
Blackjack, baby, 21's the score. 110 to 111, we're begging for more. A perfect 10 matched with a...
Oh, yeah, there probably is a fart coin now that I think about it. There's a coin for everything. Let's not talk about the fart coin. Unless it's Kathy Wood's farts, of course, broskies.
Sexy ace, time to ascend. We're destined for outer space. That's an sexy doing, winning.
All this talk about farts. I want to go buy fart coin. Oh no, we sparked the fart coin revolution, apparently.
Pair, Bitcoin astrology is in the air.
JV, what is that chair in the back? That's like Batman. Oh, so that's an inversion. I'll demonstrate it real quick for you guys. We'll play a new song and I'll go do some inversion. So for example, what was it? Sunday, I was inverting. It's great for the lower back. It decompresses the spine, but it's also great to do upside down sit-ups if you're into building your core. So I use it for both. But I'll demonstrate it because it's probably been probably a couple of months it's been sitting there, and I don't really use it often during the live streams. Typically, every once in a while, midnight, when we do the like 15-hour pump watches, I get bored and I go on there, but I'll demonstrate it for you here in a moment.
110K, you say? All right, I like these odds.
Yeah, I remember the original Fart Man was Howard Stern. When I was a kid, I used to listen to his show on radio, and obviously he went by the name Fart Man. He actually came out as Fart Man and did this whole like superhero Fart Man get up thing. I love the inversion table. I need one for my lower back. Oh my God, it's so amazing. If you ever have lower back pain, that's the solution. It's amazing.
Mr. 11, hit me with an ace.
And again, welcome everyone. We do got over 1,700 people on the stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We finished with the news segment of the pod, and we're just chillaxing during the Q&A segment right now.
It's all in the cards and the stars. It's called
Sal and Richard agreed. They're so gay, though. They did the gayest things. They had to be, like, gay. And I mean that with all due respect, but they did the gayest pranks on one another. Always. Always.
fate. You step up.
My favorite, though, is Beat. You know Beetlejuice? He was the man. Beetlejuice, man. Hope he's still going strong. I have sciatica. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Could probably help. Just be very careful with them if you've never used them before. Make sure you have someone with you just in case, because some people can get stuck upside down and you could die, obviously, if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, we should be live on Wumbo. We're live on Wumbo, X, and YouTube. It's just we switch things up. We're not just doing exclusive Rumbles. We're streaming on all three platforms, uncensored. Yeah, Beetlejuice is the best. Yes, I need that inversion table. Both me and my wife. Dude, get one. They're so good. I had one in Clearwater, Florida, and I bought the same exact one. I couldn't travel with it. It's too big and heavy. But I bought the same exact one when I moved to Puerto Rico because it's that good and that important, in my opinion, to my health. So I couldn't recommend this one enough. It's a good brand. This one's Teeter brand. Teeter. Teeter. And if you just go on Amazon, type in Teeter inversion table, you'll probably find the same one. I don't know what they cost. $500, $400 ballpark. They probably sell a lot cheaper ones, but this one is really good. It'll last a lifetime, I'm sure. But yeah, let me go ahead and demonstrate it, and we'll play some music.
A rapper honky cracker, but now I'm a past.
Let me pick a song from the beginning so we have enough time. We'll play the Puerto Rico Jammy Jam.
Vibing in the tropics, the air's so sweet. Swaying to the rhythm with the Bitcoin beat. JV's on the court, he's calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. Starlit sky, strawberry moon, dancing to the whispers of a bitty tune. Thirsty under a Puerto Rican hunger moon.
Libra scales tip to Aquarius charm. It's Bitcoin astrology, we're disarmed. Manifesting lasting connections on this golden shore, this legendary perfection. So good we're craving more.
Give me more.
Coconuts crack, the fire pits dragging. Flame lit, Spinderella spins and the fam's feeling.
Hot dealers unite, Puerto Rican delight. This is our night, keeping it tight.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time.
It's the number 11, won't you come with me to the party, I mean.
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry goosey,
Sexy vacation.
sexcation.
It's an oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Puerto Rico, Bitcoin going.
This feels right, no ditty. It feels tight, so drippy. I wanna hear you cry out my name. I wanna make you feel the bang bang.
Ding dong on my door. Watch how I answer. I wanna soar.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time. No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy.
This sexy vacation. It's an
Sexcation.
oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Tell me more, boss man. My bitty king turns me on. Sexier than Bitcoin. We're rebels, we're dreamers, we're the Bitcoin tribe. Living for the moment, I'm riding the rocket, living the bitty vibe. Bitty chemistry, bitty up, no diddy, get it up.
So that's the inversion table for you. I also use it on my OnlyFans, but that's the premium content. Okay. So good for the lower back. Exactly. Feels amazing. If you ever have tension in the lower back, that'll do the trick. Freaking autocorrect. Damn you. Would you pay a mortgage faster that has 7% interest via overpayments or continue to DCA instead? Math problems. 7% is a lot over 30 years. Here's my understanding. 30-year mortgage is a scam. You know what I mean? For example, if you bought a house for $1 million, after 30 years of interest, it's going to cost several million. So if you're asking, is it smarter to just hodl Bitcoin versus have a 30-year mortgage? I would say yes, absolutely. However, I also understand the importance of owning a home. And we're all in different circumstances and we all walk in different shoes. So, for example, I own my home. And I'm sure people can say, JV, you could just get a loan and buy the Bitcoin and do the math and you'll be worth $10 billion. So be it, is what it is. I needed to own my home. Yeah, I mean, the Nippinator is on point today. I mean, it's the Nippinator. I mean, there's only one nip. You only get one nip in life. Awesome, JV. Bloody awesome. Cheers, Chris. But again, welcome those joining us. What it do? I'm throwing the Nadar a good cookie. Shout out to the Nadar. We talking or taking money out of our home for our new property? Are you asking if you are? Or are you telling me we are taking dollars out of our home for our new property? Saylor wants you to sell it, JV. I know. Where's my Saylor advice? But I'm in an extremely unique situation that I don't think anyone else is. I don't think no one knows my full story. So in my situation, it makes sense. But yeah, for 99.9% of you, I don't recommend it. On a 30-year mortgage, make a 13 payment toward the principal. Cut your 30 years down to 19. Word. But yeah, let's see what Michael Saylor has to say.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Hey now. Okay, some questions here. Let me see. I'm hearing rumors El Salvador is not purchasing a Bitcoin. I saw a post about that. Someone's like, JV, they're not doing their daily buy. I don't know. I see they're making random buys of 12 Bitcoin, 11 Bitcoin. I'm not monitoring it every single day, but I do know they are bullish on Bitcoin and they will continue to accumulate Bitcoin and it continues to increase over time. So if it's true and they stop buying for a few days, I wouldn't say end of the world. It's just like chill the fuck out. They're going to do what they got to do. Bukele is going to do whatever is in the best interest of his people. Trust that and just trust the process and leave it at that.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right?
Because here's the downside of not owning a house. This house, it's like, if you wanted to rent it in my community, it's like $7,000-8,000 a month. So if I didn't own it, I'd be paying $7,000 a month in rent, which is a waste of money. That's one part of it, right? So there's pros and cons to all this shit, if you feel what I'm saying. But yeah, theoretically, I could be living in my mom's basement for free, have no overhead, and just have more Bitcoin, but I'd be living in my mom's basement. So, I mean, you got to make some choices in life. You know what I mean? Are you in northern or southern Idaho, AsBZ? JB, what do you think of the Fold Bitcoin Rewards credit card and Bitcoin bank account? I don't know nothing about it, but it sounds awesome. Shit. If you can get rewards back for, making purchases you're going to make already and you get paid in Bitcoin and they're going to give you a Bitcoin. I don't even know what a Bitcoin bank account means, but if it sounds cool, obviously I wouldn't put my Bitcoin in that bank account, but if there's something to do with rewards and receiving free Bitcoin for making daily purchases, which is what it sounds like, yeah, why not? Montana is right next door. Word. I used to live in Sandpoint in Bonners Ferry, Idaho. That's where I grew up. JV, 200,000 party. Nope, you missed the 100K party. You don't get a 200K party. And here's the thing. We may be at 200K next month. Just because we've been trading sideways, everyone thinks that like the bull has stopped. No way, Jose. We'll be at 200,000 before you know it. Is that true that the governor of Florida cut the program? No, he didn't cut it. He proposed it. But this is his last term. You got to keep that in mind as well. I actually saw that this morning. He's proposing ending property tax in Florida property, which I think is fantastic, but that hasn't passed. I think it was just him talking about it. However, property taxes in Florida are minuscule compared to fucking New York, bro. New York is retarded when it comes to property taxes. Florida property taxes were never bad. It's very minuscule. I was a chef out there at the floating restaurant. Oh, snap. Definitely a 1.1 million party. Maybe there will be a 1.1 million party. I'd love to celebrate that. Fold has 1,000 Bitcoin company reserve. Just started trading on the NASDAQ by taking over some other company and their ticker symbol. Bada boom, bada bing. Good to know. Toasty toast. I have lost my job this Friday, and last Friday I finished paying my 27-year mortgage. Right on. Congratulations, brother. Proud of you. We need a 1 million party. Who you telling, JB? I know. Yeah, New York has the most insane taxes. Sad. JB, wanted to thank you for doing the 9 p.m. condensed versions. Watch the weekend pod. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Metallica, because many people may not know, but every day I do at least a 2-hour stream, which we're watching right now, and then we condense the 2-hour stream into about 30 minutes of pure content news. I remove all the Q&A and the chatter, and then we upload that to the YouTube channel in the evening at 9 p.m. Eastern every day. And so if you miss the live news or you don't have 2 hours to really chill and enjoy this entire experience, you can watch the condensed 30-minute version in the evening, which premieres every evening right here on the YouTube channel, cryptonewsalerts.net. And we also syndicate that version via all the podcast platforms, iTunes, Spotify. In fact, our biggest audience is on iTunes. We get hundreds of thousands of downloads per month. That's where our audience, the bulk of it, comes from. But obviously, we're growing a nice size audience on X. We have, roughly 2,000 people here right now. YouTube, Rumble. We're trying to expand on all the platforms. So we greatly appreciate your guys' support. Idaho is where I wish I bought a house. I've got mobile home I rent out, $4,000 per year property taxes. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a house out there from a guy from Lord of the Rings. I met him. That's awesome, Shorty. Just one day more. Need to get the F out of New York. Yeah, brother. I mean, if I was you, I'd be in DR or Puerto Rico or El Salvador. There's a lot of options. But New York is kind of fixed, if you know what I'm saying. But I understand that's where you're from. That's where your family's at. And that's where you live, and that's where you work and all that. So I'm in New York. You're correct about the taxes. It's nuts. I feel for you guys. I'm a New Yorker. My whole family's from New York. Both my parents were born in Brooklyn, where my boy Serge is at. We're like family. We're both from Idaho. A lot of Idahoians, if that's a word. Wop, 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 Nip, mess him up. Let Nippy do his stuff. Why you trolling like ain't you tired? Trying to stack a chord? It's probably A minor.
Wop, 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 wop.
Nip, fuck him up. It's a nice mobile home park with access to the Gulf, but it's a mobile home. Yeah, the biggest downside of the mobile home, especially in like a place like Florida, is when the hurricanes come. You got to get the fuck out of there because that hurricane will just pick that bad boy up, spin it, shoot it. Property taxes are dirt cheap in Colorado, and the governor is trying to end the property taxes. Well, in Puerto Rico, no property tax on your primary residence. I know at least for Act 60 folks. I don't know, speaking on the whole spectrum of everyone. But, yeah, man. North Idaho is some of the most beautiful land I have ever seen. Yeah, man.
We make 75 million on this deal, Frank.
75 million.
75 million. That is serious money.
What the fuck is Sosa going to do when I don't come up with the first
Fuck Sosa.
5 million? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna send me a bill? He's gonna send a fucking hit squad up here, that's what. There's gonna be a war in the street.
Relax. Take it easy, Frank. They dropped my insurance last month. It's for sale now. Right before I left there, I became a legend. I caught a 4-foot, 10-inch northern pike on a 10-pound test. Well, good Lord. I live in London, and all my tax goes to the Ukraine's life. It's strange. Yeah, it's sad. It's like, how much money did the Ukraine get? Like $250 billion? Like hundreds of billions of dollars of our tax money? Insane. I took it to Sandpoint. I used to work at Schwitzer. Sounds like a Jewish name, but I don't know how to pronounce that one. I was a lift operating captain at the Schwitzer, something like that.
Take it easy. I'm in tight with...
I'm Benny Bronco from the Bronx. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies, bro. Carlito's Way. Wow. One of Scarface, one of Pacino's best films there. But yeah, John Leguizamo. I remember that film a lot. Benny Bronco from the Bronx. Exactly. I skied at Sun Valley. Word.
You short a couple of mil, I go on the street for you.
I have been to Bozeman and Flathead Lake. That's about it.
Make a couple of moves.
Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Make a couple of moves, Frank.
Mill here, mill there. You got it. Okay?
You're making moves on your own.
JV with his Italian accent. Hey now.
I got ears, Jerome.
I got ears, Shortcoin. I got ears.
I hear things.
Yeah. What do you hear about the Diaz brothers?
Fuck the Diaz brothers. I bury them cockroaches. I love Carlito's Way. He was just trying to get out. I know, man. And then he gets shot at the very end. And was it by Benny Bronco? And he threw him down the stairs and it came back to bite him in the ass, if I recall correctly, the plot. But yeah, he was like locked up. He gets out and he's just trying to make an honest living. And then he gets caught up again. It's sad.
What about that? What about Gaspar Gomez? What is he gonna do when you start moving 2,000 keys?
Fuck Gaspar Gomez and fuck the fucking Diaz brothers!
When I was in Bozeman, KOA had a semi-developed hot spring dive for lots of hot springs right on. A Bitcoin aloha from Hawaii. Shout out Pixel Blocks and welcome everyone joining us. This is the Q&A segment of the stream. Just listening to some throwback Tony Montana, man.
Fuck them all! I buried those cockroaches! What they ever do for us? Time has come.
The time has come, broskies. We gotta take over. It's a new day. Sayonara, old world order. The Nippinator's in town.
We gotta expand the whole operation. Distribution. We gotta set our own mark and enforce it.
Exactly. The biddy. We need to set up our own distribution. Set our own mark. Anyways, welcome everyone joining us. We're actually going to end the stream. I'll be back tomorrow, same bit time, same bit channel. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you guys in advance for the quotes, the comments, the reposts. Thank you guys for watching Chandy's brand new music video on her X account, Chandy10 Music. Thank you for liking it, commenting it, letting us know your feedback, and reposting it. And look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow's episode. Make it a great day, and greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Deuces. I can pull the bitty girls everywhere. What does it require? You just need a Bukele hat. Keep hope alive.